Hello. Oh yeah, I need to click on this to make the music start. Okay, there we go. Hello. Welcome back. My name is Paris, and we're finally back. It's been a minute. Things were busy for the last, it's been like a month, I think. But we're finally here because I desperately wanted to get to the Haunted Mansion game during Halloween season. Even though it's not like Halloween themed, uh, but you know, there's spooky stuff going on. Potentially. Who knows if it's actually haunted? Um, Trying to remember how I do these things. I see in chat, hello, running a little late, but I'll be back soon. No worries. Let me know how the audio is. I checked it.
Listen, my child, to this story
I
of
mean,
dreams, and
we'll
know that
see as we play along how it goes. But yeah, I can change the music, the sound effects, and the voice. What else? Oh yeah, I updated the Nightbot commands in chat, so if you do exclamation point book or books, it'll tell you the next two books we're reading. That is pretty simple. It's like the last round where the book titles are the exact same as the game titles. I forget the number. It's like Nancy Drew 100 something. Message in the Haunted Mansion rather than in a Haunted Mansion. And this one is from, technically from the original Nancy Drew series, but at the same time, it's, like I said, it's number 100 and something, so it was published decades after the first ones. So I have no idea what that's gonna be like. I hope, for my sake, I hope it got a different vibe than the Nancy Drew Files series, because oh boy, I was not a fan of those two. I have played this one a little bit. I think on Steam it said I had like about 2 hours into it, so I want to say I was maybe like halfway through it. I don't remember getting stuck. I think the reason I stopped playing was just either like distraction, or it wasn't a puzzle I got stuck on. I just remember that some of the fonts they've chosen are atrocious, and I had a very hard time reading. So I often had to be like, this hurts my eyes and brain trying to figure out what this says, so I'm gonna leave and come back later. I do remember there was one puzzle where it wasn't hard to solve, but it was one of those, it's very finicky, and it wants you to be super precise, so even if you have everything right, like in the right place, technically, you're like 3 pixels off, so it doesn't register it as correct. So I do have a walkthrough ready, just in case I need to check in with that. But yeah, I guess with that, we'll jump in and have some spooky times.
Hi, it's Nancy Drew. Welcome to my
Hi,
latest
Nancy.
cyber mystery, Message in a Haunted Mansion. Choose your difficulty level to start off. If you're new to adventure games, you might want to click on the tutorial button to learn how to play the game.
That's okay, Nancy. I've been playing these games for a very long time. I've noticed that they only have 2 levels now. I guess they dropped that really quickly. In the last one, it was junior, senior, and master, I think. We'll do senior. Oh, so spooky.
Dear Beth, hello from stormy San Francisco. This time I'm staying in a beautiful Victorian mansion. You'd love the room I'm in. It's full of old Chinese furnishings and some interesting knickknacks. The owner of the house, Rose Green, is a friend of Hannah and asked me to come out and help her with some renovation work. She and her friend Abby hope to turn the place into a bed and breakfast by next month. But from what I gathered, Rose isn't sure if she can open in time. Ever since they started the renovations, they've had a lot of accidents. Could it be just bad luck, or is there something more sinister at work? I'm sure I'll find out. Love, Nancy.
Oh, and here we are. And we were writing to Bess again. I believe we were writing to her in the last one, although we did get to talk to her. But this time it's, instead of the connection being through our Aunt Eloise, it's our housekeeper, Hannah. She's the one who sent us a package in the last game with the videotape. So we're in our room. Okay, so a little different now. Now we have an actual arrow to indicate spinning around. Okay. Let's check out everything in our room. It looks like we have our digital clock. We can set the alarm. Wake up at very specific times. I know that mechanic. Can we see this? No. That. There's gotta be something hidden in the fireplace. Daughters of Diligence earn the gold of 9 dragons. Okay. Nope. Nope. Keep clicking it. Is this anything? I think this is just a little bird. Another dragon. Doesn't look like there's anything to interact with. Okay, no, we can't look at that. That's just that same thing. How about this desk? Are you gonna tell me we can't get closer to the desk? Okay. How about our luggage?
It's locked.
Is this a key to our luggage? Okay. Accidents? Why so many? Okay, so these are Nancy's notes about the case. It's a house, Chinese antique decorations, who's who, Rose, the owner of the house. I already forget the name of her friend. Oh, okay, I thought we were gonna get to look at that other postcard, but apparently not. Can we look at that? Nope. We can't look at that? Alright. Or that. Come on, I want to open all these drawers and snoop. Okay. Listen, my child, to this story of dreams and know that the beginning is more difficult than it seems. When the 10 daughters are reunited in order, when the 4-sided box loses its border, when the eye of the phoenix is in your hand, when the bird of fire can see again, when the moon sleeps and the sun plays, the king of the sky will shine his rays, and hidden beneath a river of colors will lie a gate to golden wonders. Okay. So it sounds like a series of puzzles and things we need to find. What was over here that referenced daughters? Daughters of Diligence earn the gold of 9 dragons. Okay. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Okay. Alright, let's leave. Oh, okay. Did that move us forward? Yes, okay. I hadn't looked really at the end of the hall. Yeah, okay, so that moved us forward. Is this... Ooh. I hope we don't have to crawl through there at some point. When they let you look at it, it makes me nervous. This... Okay, it looks like a dumbwaiter. I wasn't sure if that was like a laundry chute or something. Okay, trying to figure out where exactly I am. There's stairs. I wanted to look down here. So this is obviously where they're working on finishing up renovations. I want to keep looking up here before we go downstairs. Oh, okay, here's another. This might be... I'm thinking this might be like the main stairway, and that's probably, since it's like in San Francisco, I know they have a lot of times staircases that are like in the kitchen. I would assume, yeah, that looks like a front door. Man, they got scaffolding here still. Oh! Okay. Nothing bad happened, it just creaked. Ooh.
It's missing an eye.
That riddle in our room mentioned the eye of a bird. Okay. Oh, I see in chat. Finally here, realized I should probably eat some dinner. Yes, eating dinner is always good and welcome. We haven't gotten into the story yet or anything. We just looked around the room that Nancy's staying in here. This is like, the owner and her friend, I think. Like, I already forget that part of the story, but the owner is Rose, and she wants to turn this place in San Francisco into a bed and breakfast. I think they said they wanted to open it like in a month, but some accidents have been happening, so we're here to investigate if it's just, you know, coincidence or if there's something more sinister afoot. And now we're just being snoopy and kind of getting the lay of the area. Alright, oh!
The rope is cut.
Okay. No room service for us. That's just where we came through. I know, right? Coincidence in my Nancy Drew game? Okay, and this is the staircase, so it didn't lead right to the kitchen. But it is kind of like the, you know, like quote-unquote, like servant staircase. Oh! You're Rose. I recognize you from the picture.
I'm very glad you could come out here. We can really use your help, seeing how far we are behind schedule. Are you all ready to do some renovation work?
Oh, I guess we're also helping with the renovation itself, not just investigating. Okay. I sure am. This house must have quite a bit of history. What do you know about it? I can't wait. Last night you mentioned some accidents. Exactly happened. Let's go with the history.
I sure am. This house must have quite a history. What do you know about it?
Not very much, but Abby found some interesting old papers that might give us clues about the history of the house. They're in the parlor if you want to take a peek. There's also an old-time saloon in the basement, so it's possible the house was once a hotel.
Are you sure? Or was it just, what am I thinking of? What term? Speakeasy. A saloon?
A saloon? This place really does have a history. Who was the original owner?
Almost all the records on these old houses were destroyed in the Great Earthquake, so we don't know much about the origins of the place. Abby thinks all our accidents were caused by some restless spirit or a curse. I'm not one to believe in bad luck, but it's been one thing after another. Maybe Charlie doesn't have the expertise for these renovations, but his rates are so affordable. I sometimes wonder, though, if this old house would be worth more burned to the ground. Enough chit-chat. Hannah tells me you're a real pro with puzzles. Take a look in the corner. Those wood tiles should fit inside the inlay pattern of the floor. Abby and I tried for hours, but it's just too complicated. I'm sorry for not introducing you around, but everyone posts their schedule here in the dining room. It's kind of like Command Central. Let me know how far you get with that puzzle. And thanks again for helping us, Nancy.
I like that she just straight up calls it a puzzle. Also, that is the puzzle I was talking about, where it's like you can have all the tiles or pieces of the tiles put in the right direction, but it won't register it as being correct unless you're like place it exactly right, like by the pixel. So we'll see how that goes. What's this? New American Bed and Breakfast Monthly. Top 10 tips to sell your B&B. A renovation disaster, theme and design, the allure of bed and breakfast retreats. Catnapping, how to create a beautiful 4-poster bed in 10 easy steps. Okay, I always do that where I'm just like, I hope they don't want me to be able to read that text because I cannot, but it lets you zoom in. I don't need that because I actually do have a 4-poster bed. Kind of. I mean, yes I do, but they're not, I don't think they're even with each other. How do I, there we go. Schedule Lewis? Okay, she did not mention a Lewis, so I don't know who that is. Noon to 5 p.m. Charlie, she said, was doing renovations. Like he's the one heading the renovations, it sounds like. He's there all day. And then Abby is Rose's friend. She's the one who thinks this is like a spirit or a curse. And she's out from 3 to 6. Okay, I will not remember that. Nope. Random picture. Asian Pacific Fire Insurance Company. Rose Green, dear Miss Green, I have amended your fire insurance policy per your instructions. The property located on 4653 California Lane, San Francisco, California is now insured for the sum of $1 million against fire or earthquake damage. The policy lists you as a sole benefactor. Thank you for your patronage. Feel free to contact me if you have any further questions. She mentioned if it'd be worth it, more worth it to burn the place down. And it probably is. How do I... She was like... Didn't she say it was in here? The tile thing? Can I click on any of this? Right? I like the furniture catalog shrine. Yeah. It really does look like it's a specific shrine to that. Did I misunderstand where it is? Because I can't go further into here. Oh, there it is. It's behind her. Okay, to rotate pieces, click right mouse. Oh god, okay. So I'm sure this is like, you have to be, oh gosh. You have to make sure like the wood grain is going the same way. Oh, that changed the color. Does that mean that's where it's supposed to go? That would be weird for the scene. Oh. It looks like that's the case. I was gonna say that's really weird for like a senior detective level. I don't know. Okay. We'll see if... No, that's not going the right way, so this has to be that way. That looks like that should go there. Like that one line in the grain actually lines up with this piece, but it's not. There we go. I knew if I complained enough it would work. Oh, 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 oh. That's a big gap right there. We'll see. Oh, oh, there we go. Nope. Oh, wait. Okay, here, perhaps? It's not sure. Let's see if this... Yeah, now I'm not getting... the highlight. Not that I know if that means it's actually like the correct place or if it's just will be accept. I mean, that looks like, well, I don't know. It's hard to tell. Oh, okay. Yeah. See, it's like, this shit. Oh, 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 oh. Did we get it? She didn't say anything. Oh, okay. I guess we didn't get it, even though. Alright. Okay, cool. Thanks. Man, I didn't know it was gonna reset the whole thing. Alright, we'll come back to that. Let's go find everyone else. If they're here. If I know how to get around. I don't know if we can get into these rooms. Okay, so that's gonna go down to the speakeasy. Or the saloon.
Hi, you must be Nancy. My name's Charlie.
Nice to meet you. Rose and Abby really have their hands full with this house.
Yeah, most of these Victorian mansions need a lot of work. But I don't mind getting my hands dirty, you know? This place will look great once it's finished.
Do you think you'll be open in
Do
time?
you think you'll be open in time with all of these accidents and delays?
Yeah. Well, now that you're here, sure.
Yeah. You don't sound so confident. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you don't sound convinced. What do you think caused these accidents? That's...
What do you think caused all these accidents?
I have no idea. People are blaming me, but it's not my fault. I know what I'm doing. I know how to do this work. Listen, Nancy, I really need to get back to work. I'm repairing some floorboards, so be careful walking around. Rose was looking for you earlier. Maybe she has something for you to do. See ya.
See ya. Okay. Not much to say.
It's stuck.
Beautiful.
I should wait until he leaves.
Okay. So this is an investigate. Either later or earlier. I see in chat, the tiles resetting is like that 190s Gay Perfection where you gotta put the different shape pieces in before the timer runs out or it explodes all the pieces out. So rude. I don't know if we can see anything. Oh, famous non-alcoholic drinks and how to mix them in this kids game. Minty Festival Punch. Water, cranberry juice, oranges, lime juice, sugar, mint. Oh, you serve warm. Ginger Whisper. Great for parties. Ground ginger, water, soda. 19 cups of water. Soda water, ginger ale, lemon juice. Oh, okay. You get 2 drinks. Bed and breakfast on the rise. San Francisco's B&B boom. Affordable housing vanishes. Wow. And it's just gotten worse. Sorry not to get too real. Scandal, horror, outrage. Citing the increased popularity of stage reviews and decreased charitable contributions, the Ladies Protection Society has announced a shocking new strategy for raising much-needed funds for the benefit of widows and orphans in our region. No longer will the good ladies of our society hold garden parties, afternoon teas, or cakewalks to solicit contributions. Instead, these proper wives, daughters, and mothers will act on stage like common troubadours in several popular plays in order to raise money for their good works. As decent gentlemen, we should not allow the fair sex to denigrate themselves to this level of vulgarity. Women belong in the home, not upon the stage. Dentist. New fall goods. Can't read any of the other stuff. I wonder when... Is there a date that I can see that's big enough for me to see? No, I don't see anything. Yeah, the non-alcoholic drinks like an over the garden walls, the age-appropriate drinks. like soda or juice? Yeah, just age-appropriate stuff that's not illegal. Okay, so we can't go through that door, and we can't go through that door. Okay, so I don't know where the parlor is. It might be this door, but let's check out this room. Okay. I believe this is the house itself, or mansion itself. I don't think this is... I think this is the first game that we cannot leave and go to other locations. We're just here in this mansion. Ooh. What time is it? It's 1 p.m. so Abby will still be here. Right? Oh, I thought Rose said she was in the parlor. I guess she said something else was in the parlor. Oh, okay, that was the door we came in. I don't know why I thought that was another door. Okay, I'm not crazy. I'm just seeing if Abby is here. Okay, I don't know where Abby is. Let's start. Okay, this bookcases. Mahjong. My dad has a Mahjong set. So we've played it quite a bit when I was growing up. Legends of San Francisco, the city's most influential personalities. Lizzie Applegate, well loved by San Franciscans, both for her cultural and humanitarian contributions. Lizzie Applegate was a talented actress and songwriter who began her career entertaining miners at local gold camps. In 1880, Lizzie wrote and starred in the tremendously successful play The Bandit's Treasure. This cast included Norma Dentfin, Lenore Scost, and Pam Dory. This initial success was followed by a string of other hits, including The Riddle of the Chinese Box, The Fire in the Phoenix Eye, and Rainbow's Gold. The only person we can read about. Oh, missing tiles.
It won't fit.
You're not trying to put anything in there. Nancy just pushing her hand into it. It won't fit. Okay. Can't look at those. Ooh. Maze game. Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't get to read that. Okay, oh gosh. Oh, what the? Oh no. What the hell? Okay. Gosh, this is really hard to control because you can't use the arrow keys. Or well, oh, you can use the arrow keys. Okay, but you have to use the arrow keys. Okay, I can use the arrow keys instead of the mouse. Okay, that's so much easier. I don't know what the point of this is. Oh, okay, okay. Are you ready to help with the renovations? Totally! Immediately goes to the computer to play games. Gosh, oh, that's not, I can't fit in there. Okay, I thought that was an opening. That's blocked off. This isn't really, so far, like a maze. Because everything's blocked off. Except for one specific path. Yeah, in chat, the 90s version of do you have any games on your phone is do you have any games in your computer? Just random things that like came preloaded. Like, truly, actually, you know, I haven't seen if there's like if any other buttons do things, because the instructions went away on their own so fast. Yeah, so far there's just literally only been one way to go. Like, okay, now we've actually got like a choice. What's that? That lit up. There was a click. I don't know what it did. Okay, well, I'll just do this for a little bit longer and then we'll leave. Come back to it. I'm glad they didn't make us find the login and password to be able to play this game, though. It's like instead of like when a phone is locked, where it's like the only thing you can do is make emergency phone calls, computer is locked, but you can't play the maze game. Oh. Wait. What? What happened? Did I log in? But did I win? What happened? I'm so confused by that, but okay. San Francisco City Guide 1888. Oh, Golden Gardenia Hotel is what this used to be called, or is still called? Should I? Oh wait, okay, password. So, okay, laptop password. Let's write that one down for sure so I don't have to go through that whole thing again. And then hopefully that means we can come back and get other passwords if we need them. Oh, laptop. I don't know the login though. Laptop password. Antiques. All caps. Right? I see in chat. Well, that solves that problem. Did the maze game crash so you can access the desktop? I'm not sure. There was a different like tiles on the floor that kind of looked like buttons or something that like you could step on, and then it made a little noise, but I don't know if that was like a congrats you did it noise or if it was a uh-oh you lose noise. It was a very ambiguous sound. So I have no idea. I know, so many passwords. Part of me is like, should I write all of these down in case I can't get back in? But at the same time, there's usually only like one or two that you need. They just put in other ones for like not available because I don't have a floppy disk. Inserted, not available. Not available. Can we see what's in the trash? No. I'm just trying to click away. Okay. Okay, it does send you back to the login. Well, I know if I go far enough, apparently I can just get back into it. Why did that teleport me to the other side of the desk? I wasn't done yet. Lessons in chess, the knight. Lesson 1, the knight, unlike any other piece, has the ability to move an unfixed path. It leaves one square and arrives to another without going anywhere in between. In effect, it can leap over other pieces and land at its destination. In the example below, the knight is able to travel to any of the squares marked with an X. I know, that was exactly what I was thinking. I see in chat chanting, rook, rook, rook. Nope, we only care about the knight here. We only care about the little horsey. Can we look in these drawers? No. Okay, anything to look at over here? Also known as the Firebird, this mythical giant bird occurs in the legends of many cultures, including Chinese, Arabic, and American Indian. Every 500 years, the bird builds a great nest and sets it on fire to rise forth from the ashes. Firebird by Enmid Dulac? Yeah, the phoenix, mythical creatures, and distant monsters. We've had a couple of references to phoenixes or firebirds already. Ooh, there's a tile for the fireplace. Will this fit? Oh, I also don't know what...
It won't fit. It won't fit.
There we go. Ooh.
It's stuck.
Oh. It won't fit. It won't fit. Glad she doesn't give up, though. Okay, it's after 3, so Abby is not... Oh. Oh, there's the phone. Should I be answering? Okay. Who's Emily? No idea. Yeah, I like that it's literally captioned, quote, creepy sound. Just so you know that it's creepy. It's not unintelligible voice. Oh god. I'm staring at this going, should I try to read this? Okay. Dear... Can't tell what that name is. I'm doing great. How are you? Yes, the rumors are true. I bought myself a Victorian mansion. It's funny you should mention Abby. She's actually the one who decided to go in on... Okay, I was thinking it was Hugh, but I'm like, that's not how you spell the name Hugh, usually. Where was I? She is the one, or yeah, she's actually the one who decided to go in on this venture with me. We're still in the progress of restoring the place. It's a lot of fun, but also a lot of hard work. We're beginning to get a little worried that we'll fall behind schedule if we're not careful. There've been several accidents lately that have interrupted or interfered? Yeah, interfered with our work. When you visit, you can stay in the Chinese room. We've just bought some new furniture for the room. We're just waiting for the wallpaper to dry before we move everything in. With all the distractions and the schedule, by the time I finish writing this letter, I'm sure we will have completed the renovations altogether. I'll try to get it into the mail before... And I don't think she finished. Oh, and this is from that person. Writing Rose, so she was probably writing in response to this. Oops, wrong order. Dear Rose, how are you doing? I haven't gotten messages from you in some time. I hope life is treating you well. Last I heard of, you were in the middle of planning some sort of crazy scheme to buy an old Victorian mansion. So whatever became of that? Did you buy it? Now, how can you afford to do something like that? Who did you find as a partner to help lead this plan? I hate to admit it, but I haven't been up to a whole lot lately. Life around here has been pretty dull. Nothing too great is happening here, just a lot of the same. Same old, same old. I need to fall into wealth, fame, and fortune so I'll have more to write about. How's your cat? And that friend of yours? Is there a cat here somewhere? The last time we spoke, she talked a lot about gold and its great spiritual significance. Does she really care about the spiritual significance, or does she care about the monetary significance? And in that little riddle story thing in our room, it said something about, you know, once we do solve all those things and get all those pieces, it said something about, like, finding golden wonders or something like that. I wonder if that's why Abby got on board with this, because she thinks there's gold somewhere hidden. Maybe I'll follow your lead and take on an ambitious project of my own. I could use the money. I've been saving to drive out west to visit you. An adventure on the road could be just the key to motivate me. If some of the rumors I've heard of your buying this house are true, I'll definitely have to come and visit. I'll use the excuse of coming to visit to check out your new investment. I'm learning Chinese and also considering taking a trip to Beijing. A friend of mine sent me a poem she wrote in Chinese the other day. Now I want to go there. Well, enough rambling. I've got to go, but I hope to hear from you soon. Yours truly, Hugh Stradner. Sure. Something like that. I can't open that one. That's the phone. Let's not call people yet, just because I don't wanna. Don't feel like it, don't wanna. Oh, fire extinguisher, uh-oh.
It's good to know it's here.
We're probably gonna have a fire at some point. I mean, there's been accidents happening. And there's a fireplace in here. I think it's gonna get out of control. List of subscribers, June 18th, 1894. Almost said 19. This is the telephone company. Oh, this is the address here. So Eve Valdez. The law offices of Maxwell, Meisger, and Moss. September 12th, 1906. Dear Sir, we are pleased to announce that your bid for the auction property located on 4653, so where we are, has been accepted. What? Something simple estate interests have now been transferred through the charitable trust set up by the property's grantor for the benefit of the Ladies' Protection and Relief Society. So Adelbert Kane Esquire. I can't look at that violin over there. Or viola. Or fiddle. I thought we could look at the table. Another book. Subterranean San Francisco. Explore the hidden world that lies beneath the city. Exploring the labyrinth below. Few people know the fascinating world below the streets of San Francisco, and yet a myriad of strange and mysterious sights lie in wait in the subterranean darkness, only to be uncovered by the intrepid urban explorer. For the past 20 years of city spelunking, I have found old mines, abandoned utility tunnels, secret rooms, and many old wells and cisterns. Careful attention must be paid when searching these lost areas to avoid accidents. A good light source, building plans, and hard hat are a must. San Francisco has gone through many changes over its 400-year-old history. The continual cycle of building, disaster, and rebuilding has created an intricate vertical record of urban development. I wonder if we'll get access to that via the saloon. Someone's gotta clean that. You've been here for how long and you haven't cleaned that spider web? But also we can't do anything here. Spooky. Okay. Oh, didn't mean. Nope. Nope. Sorry. I don't want. Yes, I know. I don't want to click it. I think. Oh, can we come over here? Yes, but we can't look closer at anything. Okay. Alright, a ghost played the violin. Yeah, Nancy heard the ghost, so I was like, wait, gotta check to make sure the fire extinguisher is still there. That's how you fend off ghosts. Everyone knows that. Sure. Why not? What time is it? It's 5:30. Okay. Okay. So those ones have their eyes. Yeah, and this creaks as you go up. Let's not do that. Oops. Because that probably has to do with the chandelier. Oh. Can we look at anything? And this doesn't creak, that side.
I see you.
Oh, okay. Love hearing weird voices. And someone saying they see me. Oh. Oh my gosh, this is someone's room. I think this is Abby's room. Oh no, how do I get out of this? Oh no, I'm in here! I feel like I shouldn't be in here. I can investigate later. I feel like I should meet her first before I snoop around her room. And also since she's supposed to be back, like, now. It's like, I don't know if you're in there when she comes back if you like if you can't get caught, but I didn't want to risk it. I see in chat, excuse you, creepy boys, right? That's just rude. Oh.
Hello, Nancy. I see you've arrived safely from your long journey. But I'm sensing an aura of danger around you. I can tell you're an inquisitive type, a little skeptical, and that you don't believe in ghosts.
And you do?
And you do?
I sense a very strong but restless spirit within these walls. And a restless spirit can soon become an angry spirit.
Uh-huh.
Who could this restless spirit be?
I'm not sure, but for some reason the name Valdez has a strong connection with this mansion.
Because you've seen it written down? Like, girl, for some reason, this name is coming to me. Like, I've been here for 30 minutes, and I've seen the name Valdez.
Well, you'll be the first to know if I find a ghost floating over my bed.
Do you dare mock the supernatural? Just bear in mind what I've told you about this place. Spirits of the deceased can do unimaginable harm, especially to those who don't believe. Now, if you will please excuse me, I need to prepare myself for this evening. At that time, more will be revealed.
Okay. Alright, she's just gonna go for hours. Possibly. Okay. Sorry. It's funny walking by her room and just hearing her. You know, I feel like I mean, I guess it depends how much, like, what am I thinking? Agency isn't the right word, but it's the only one coming to mind that, like, a restless spirit has, but I feel like they would leave people alone who don't believe in them because those people aren't bothering them. I feel like the people who come in and are like, Ghost, where are you? I know you're here. You know what I mean? It's like it's like any sort of like paranormal investigation show. I'm just kind of like, if you actually believe, like, the people are going there, like, if you actually believe that there's ghosts here, I'm like, you're really disturbing them and being kind of shitty, just going in and like screaming at them. You know?
How's that inlay puzzle coming along?
Okay. Let's not talk about that.
Where did Abby find those papers that are in the parlor?
She told me they were in her room, which surprised me since it was completely empty when we moved in. Now the room you're staying in was crammed with furniture. I think most of it was original with the house.
How did you find Charlie?
He just showed up one day. It was really odd. I remember Abby and I were in the basement talking about hiring someone to help us. 20 minutes later, the doorbell rang and there stood Charlie, looking for work.
I like how Nancy said that. She was so concerned. How did you find Charlie? But maybe she was right to be concerned. It was like, oh, he just showed up. How did you meet Abby?
How did you meet Abby?
She was the drama coach back in River Heights, and we worked on a couple of plays together. My bid on this house was too low, so she pitched in her savings to help me get the place. If it weren't for Abby, I couldn't have afforded this place.
Yeah, River Heights is where Nancy is from. Which makes sense because, Nancy's housekeeper, Hannah, knows or is a friend with Rose. So that makes sense that they're from where we're from.
Have you heard of someone named Lizzie Applegate?
No, I haven't.
Okay. So you haven't read any of the stuff that's around here. Okay.
What is Abby planning for tonight?
She's putting on some kind of seance tonight to contact these ghosts or whatever she thinks is causing all of these accidents.
Whose laptop is that in the library?
Lewis leaves it here, but he doesn't like people to use it. He said he's had trouble with viruses lately.
Who's Lewis?
I can see you're busy. I'll let you go.
Thanks for your help.
I don't think she mentioned a Lewis before, so I have no idea who that is. He was on the schedule. I didn't see him around in my walk around from noon to 5, so I have no idea. Like, and I went into the office within that time span and he wasn't there, so I don't know who this is or where he is. Okay. That seems like this should be here. But also, I don't know. And now it's not lighting up. But also, does the lighting up mean anything? Like, that's... Why did that light up there? That's obviously not correct. No, because I was almost about to go, oh, what if the grain is supposed to go a different way? But the grain on these parts is going that way, so that doesn't make sense. That can't fit anywhere else and have the grain go the same way. So it has to be here. I don't know. Does that look right? I don't know. Could this fit up here? It could. Yeah, so this has to go. The corner has to be here or up there for the grain to be the right way. It's like that really throws me off. Like, why does it... I don't understand why it lights up sometimes. What does that mean? But that can't go there because then the square doesn't fit. anywhere. This looks like this should go here. Right? Because you try to be extremely rude if it lights up and that doesn't mean anything. It feels like it doesn't mean anything, to be honest. Does that go here? Does that look more correct? I can't tell. We just don't know. That seems like that goes there. The way the grain is. And all of these pieces would have to go this way. Okay, that looks like that goes there. That at least looks like it goes next to the square like that. Even though the line doesn't really line up. So then I guess this is here. That doesn't seem right. But this looks correct. And this looks correct. For sure. I think those go next to each other, so I'll keep them next to each other. I think because this one and this is fixed in place, and so these look like they line up. I think this goes here. Like, I'm pretty sure that goes there, and this looks like it lines up with it. That looks better for there. So this would go... but that doesn't look right. Maybe... No, I'm second guessing. I was like, that doesn't look right. Okay, that looks like that goes there in that corner. Like, in relation to that. But we didn't get like a, all right, I did it. So, so I don't think this is correct. I'm looking it up and I see a picture of like how the piece is supposed to go, and it's titled 24 years later and this puzzle is the bane of my existence. Okay. Okay. So it looks like this direction. And then this one. Then the square. Then I can't tell. Okay, it looks like this piece up there. And then, okay, I guess this piece is in, it looks like it should go there, but it apparently is not there. It looks like that. Okay, so now do I have to like get it actually highlighted in those spots? Come on. Good grief. Or maybe this person is doing it wrong. I I probably should have opened the full thing before. And not just assume that was the correct answer. Yeah, that was a person going... Please, like, show me the correct answer. No, I don't want a video. I don't want a video. Just show me the correct... Just show me a picture. You know, instead of sitting here, I realize we're probably like way past the time for break. So we'll go on a break and I'll try to figure out where I can find an actual accurate answer to this. Because basically the thoughts on this puzzle are that it's way too finicky and almost impossible to do without help. So we'll take a quick 10-minute break and then we'll be back. I forgot I have to click off and over. Is that the right one? Yes. Okay. Be back in a bit. Thank you. I see the good luck on your search. Yeah, I may have to resort to watching a video. Alright, be back in a bit. Hello. Welcome back. I looked up a thing, a tutorial. I also was like, hang on, is time passing while I'm just sitting here? I should probably put up the menu. So that's what I did. And let me get the video back up so I can see how this works. I did get some pieces correct, but it is a matter of you have to wait for it to be highlighted before you click it in. Come on. Like, really? Come on, why aren't you highlighting? Fine. Let's try. Okay, that highlighted. I'm just gonna do the same order. What this video does. Okay, then they nope, then they did this piece. Okay. Oh gosh. I saw it. There it is. And then this one I highlighted for them. But it's not highlighting for me. That's not fair. They're struggling too. Oh, but then they got it. And this has highlighted for me before because I've always only put the piece here. And it's highlighted before, but now it's just like, nope, I don't feel like it. Okay, fine. These pieces just not gonna highlight for me anymore. What is happening? I'm just putting them there and we'll get back to them perhaps. Oh. Okay. Okay, they do this one up here. Like, come on. What do you want from me? I'm just putting it down. Oh. Yep, she didn't say I did it. Oh wait, no, that one did highlight. Shit, okay. This one didn't. Right, see in the chat, game, quote, I want you to suffer. Yeah, this is why people talk shit about this puzzle. Yeah, I don't think I got this, or this to highlight. So I'm just gonna move them like slightly off so I know. Like, what the fuck? I got all of them to highlight before, and now... What time is it? It's 11:15 p.m. in-game. I'm like, this seems... Like, what does this game want from me? Like, I'm going over every possible space. And it's just not fucking doing it. Oh my god. It's like this, it just decided I was talking too much shit, I guess. Now it's like, well, we're not gonna work. You kept saying it was too hard. Sorry for doing all that movement. Oh my god. Oh, fuck you. It was there. It was there, and I'm going over the same exact spaces, but it won't highlight anymore. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. Can we get this one to highlight again? Gosh fucking damn it. Now this one won't go. Honestly, like, end me. Oh, oh, fuck you. I saw it. Like, how many times was I in that exact space? And it didn't highlight. Okay. Come on. I don't need this right now. You know, I spent I spent 3 hours today building Transformers toys. It's just basically like doing a puzzle. I spent 3 hours on that, fiddling with teeny tiny parts. I'm giving up on that one right now. I'm just saying I don't need this after going through that for 3 hours. I don't need to go through another 3 hours. Did that light up? Oh my god. Okay, is this our last one? I think it's our last one. Because I'm pretty sure the other piece is all highlighted. Come on, you stupid wingtip. Hello in chat. See, how's the mystery going? I'm not sure because I'm endlessly working on trying to. Oh my god, there was. Oh my god. No, what piece didn't highlight? I can't remember. Okay, that one went. That one went. No. Is it this way? That doesn't look right. This doesn't look right. I guess it kind of does. Oh no, and now this one won't highlight. Oh, and I can't leave because then it'll reset. And I can't, I'm not strong enough. I can't do this again. From the beginning, we try to get all of them to highlight. Yeah, I see this puzzle. Yeah. I guess this does look right. Oh my god. I did the pieces the same that they did in the video and it's not right. No, I don't know. Like, does that look okay? That looks like that lines up there. I must have gotten that. Oh gosh. Okay. I see in the chat. I actually played this one recently and didn't have a problem with this. I don't know if it's a resolution problem or luck from the Nancy gods, but it's a hit or miss sometimes. Yeah, it's just so weird where it's like the first time I put the puzzle together, like I didn't put the pieces in the right place, but they all highlighted before I clicked them in, and that went so fast. And this time it's just like, you took too long, you talked too much shit, so now we're not gonna highlight easily. Like... Come on. You can do it. I think this must be correct. This better be correct. Otherwise, we'll leave it for another stream. Oh, 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 oh. Oh my god. Like, which one? What's not in the right place? Like, that looks like it lines up at the grain. That looks like it lines up. This lines up. That's questionable. But this line looks like it does carry through to there, and that line looks like so. You have to cover the gaps to solve the puzzle, even if it highlighted. Oh no. That won't, it won't. But it won't. Why does that highlight there? Excuse me, that's completely wrong. No, I'm not playing this full screen. Because then OBS won't detect the game. Okay. Well, we might. We might. Oh my god, it's 1:30 a.m. Okay. Why are you still up? You're just here, working all night. Yeah, I see. The resolution when not full screen makes this game super hard. The resolution helps with the movement. Alright, so I might do that off stream and like go full screen to try to do that. We got our creaky staircase. Alright, is there gonna be a creepy voice that says they're watching me? Yay, there isn't. Does this mean Abby's just gonna like... Alright. She's just gonna like wake us up in the middle of the night. Sleep for 15 minutes.
Morning, Nancy.
Okay, I thought there's supposed to be like a seance thing.
She sounds busy.
So busy. Okay, and she leaves 3 to 6? Yeah. So we can snoop then. In her room. I just felt weird going in her room when we didn't even, like, meet her or talk to her yet. Right? Alarm set for 2 a.m. Sounds like she has to catch an early flight, right? Yeah. God. I'm thinking of when it's like I had like a 6:30 flight, but the airport is a 2-hour drive away from me. So that meant having to get up at 3 a.m.
How's that inlay puzzle coming along?
That is not what what I would say.
Okay, but I still haven't finished it.
Don't work too hard.
Sure thing. Sounds good to me. Don't work hard? Okay. She said don't work too hard. What is this? Oh yeah, this is the downstairs.
Hey, Nancy. I really need to finish this up. Sorry.
Okay. I think... Okay, wait. Let's check the... No, wait. He doesn't come in till noon. Let's go back to sleep. See, I've definitely had times where I just didn't sleep before a flight. I'm too old for that. I need to try to get at least some sleep. Okay, this is when Lewis comes in, who I'm still unclear on who this guy is. Just, Rose did not mention him. Except to say that the laptop was his and his name is on the schedule. So I assume he would be in here. Okay, he is here. Did we literally come in here like at 5 p.m. then? I swear it was earlier.
Hello. I was so wrapped up in my book, I didn't hear you come in. My name is Lewis Chandler.
I didn't mean to startle you. I'm Nancy Drew. I came out to help Rose and Abby with the renovations.
Yes, well, I'm very glad you're here.
Are you a friend of Rose?
Yes, I'd like to think so, but I'm an antique dealer and a client told me that Rose and Abby had recently acquired the estate. I'm an authority on the Victorian era, so they were only too happy to let me use the library in exchange for my advice on the renovations.
You must know a lot about the house's history.
Actually, I'm a bit in the dark about this particular property. However, as far as Victorian mansions go, I don't see anything remarkable about this one.
Whoa. Rude.
What are you using the library for?
Research. This library contains many rare books and documents that predate the Great Earthquake. It was quite a find for a student of the Victorian period, such as myself.
Such as myself. Have I mentioned that I know so much about the Victorian era?
What are you looking for in these books?
I'm sorry, but I'm busy at the moment, and although I'd like to talk, I really don't have the time. Please, excuse me.
Wow. Way to change the subject. What are you looking for in these books? I'm sorry, I'm busy. he just starts reading a book again. Okay, when does... Oh, saw a shadow. Ghost moving about. Okay, Abby's out from 3 to 6. Charlie leaves at 5. Okay, so let's take another nap. We're gonna do a lot of sleeping today, so we can check out the rest of the rooms. So we're gonna sleep till 3. When Abby leaves to do mysterious business. Oops. And then we'll snoop through her room. Okay. Alright. So that's the door we came through. Oh, no, that's probably was just to close the box. Maybe?
Something's missing here.
Oh. Oh, it's like a charm bracelet, I think. And there's a charm missing. Nope.
Something's missing here.
Old West romances. You did hear someone crying. There was a woman crying. There, according to the subtitles, there was a woman crying. Something. Oops. I thought that was gonna zoom in. Something were never found in that canyon, but it was still believed to be the route used to flee from Dylan and his men. Lizzie Applegate. Lizzie Applegate. Second mention. Yes, don't worry. You're not hearing things. There was, in fact, someone crying. Or the sound of someone crying. According to legend, the infamous masked bandit El Diablo fell madly in love with Lizzie Applegate during her years as an entertainer at gold mining camps. At the end of Lizzie's performances, El Diablo would ride his jet black steed up to the stage and leave her a bouquet of gardenias. It was rumored that Lizzie joined El Diablo's band of thieves and was present at the Christmas gold robbery of 1878. Mary Oaks and in Tennessee Sam. Few romances of the Old West will ever match the fire and fortitude of Mary Oaks and Tennessee Sam, born into a... I'll get nothing more on them. We'll never know the rest of their tale. God, that's spinning so fast. Like, that gives me anxiety. That's not calming. Oh, that did not take me where I thought we were gonna go. Soothing mystical scents. Fortune telling for business. Her Interactive Publishing. I can't look at those cards though. I'm interested in what they are. Like, are they just playing cards? The Zodiac and you. Chinese tradition. The Chinese horoscope is organized in a 12-year cycle with each year assigned to a certain animal. While the origin of these animal signs is unclear, many believe that they were named by Buddha. Before he departed from Earth, he summoned all the animals, but only 12 came to bid him farewell. As a reward, he named a year after each one in the order they arrived. First came the rat, then came the ox, the tiger, rabbit, dragon, snake, horse, goat, monkey, rooster, dog, and boar. Thus, we have 12 signs today. What's your Chinese and other East Asian zodiacs? Because I know, I believe, I can't remember. Is it Vietnamese one where it's cat instead of rabbit? I might have that wrong. Don't quote me on it. You're rooster. I'm dog. Yes. Because you know how it's like they like say like the, you know, our calendar, they do it by like our years, but that doesn't line up with the lunar calendar years, since that usually happens like in February, where I was born in January, so like my year gets called like Year of the Boar, but technically it wasn't yet Year of the Boar, so I'm actually Year of the Dog. So I spent a long time going, yeah, I'm Year of the Boar, and then I was like, hang on, I was born before the Lunar New Year, so I wasn't that actually. I see rooster and dragon. Nice. I think... Now I'm trying to remember. I think my dad is dragon, or he might be snake. I feel he's... I think he's one of the reptiles, if I'm remembering correctly. Yeah, see, oh, I'm only familiar with the Chinese set, so I can't say either way. Yeah, I know it's like generally the same across a couple different countries, but then, yeah, I'm blanking that I'm fairly positive that it's the Vietnamese zodiac that's like cat instead of rabbit, and I think ox is different. I can't remember what it is, but I know like a couple of them are different, but I can't remember what it gets, like what it is instead. And we got another instance of the real person with the very obvious game model, which is always fun. And we got a little palmistry thing, but we can't look at it. I have, which hand is it? I found out, I didn't know, I don't know anything about palmistry really. The only thing I know is, like, you know how you're supposed to have, quote unquote, supposed to have your head and heart line, and those are two lines that run kind of horizontal across your palm. But on my right hand, I just have one line. So that's called the simian line. And it's supposed to mean something. I forget now. It's been a long time since I've looked it up, but it's like, my dad has that as well. And I think he said something like he once like went to like a palm reader or something, and he's like, oh, they had a lot to say. And I'm like, oh no. Oh, I see both your brother and nephew are dragon. Nice. And then it is the Vietnamese zodiac is the cat and water buffalo. Okay, I was kind of like, am I just thinking like of the ox and it's not a buffalo? Oh my goodness. Okay, so that mirror out there is actually see-through on this side. Can we open this? Oh. Mastering the art of illusion. Of all this... Oh. Of all of the spiritualists in the turn of the century, none was famous as Madame Ragni? Noted for her spider sapphire bracelets and a heavy Russian accent. In her memoirs, I Am the Spider Lady, Madame Ragni revealed her secrets. For her, creating an atmosphere of illusion was just as important as the illusion itself. The best illusions were those that were created over a period of time or anticipated by the audience. As an illusionist, you must be aware of the influence that you have on the audience's perception of the events you create. This is so not incriminating to have on you, Abby. What is it? Always. I was like, airways? Always establish an aura of intrigue and mystery about yourself. As you talk with your audience, try to plant the seeds of illusion in the perceiver's mind. Remember, illusions are about control, and you must always strive to maintain this control. I see in chat, my sister is a rabbit. Her husband is also a rabbit, but a whole cycle before her. Oh, and her child is a rabbit 2 cycles after her. Oh, that's fun. The same, but different. Uh-oh. I see a turban. Do we think she's gonna be wearing that for the seance? I have a feeling. Just double checking that there's nothing we can look at on the walls. God, that lamp stresses me out. I think that was everything in here. Can we leave? Oh no, we're stuck. We're trapped in her room till she comes back. Okay, so that's 5:15, so that means what's his name? Charlie should be gone, so now we can look at the stuff behind him. Is it just the fireplace?
It's stuck.
All that waiting just to go, it's stuck.
It's stuck.
Okay. I know that's like a paint scraper, so I don't think that was gonna help us, really. Ooh, I didn't look at this, but oops, no, I want to look. Oh, we can't. Ooh. I'm not sure I've seen anything. Amount purchased. That would use a key. Like things we haven't been able to access. It's been like this where it's stuck. Not it's locked. Or the Nancy trying to push her hand where a tile should go, it won't fit. Oh, can we steal some of his tools? Oh, let's take the screwdriver. Oh, I wonder if we can unscrew the vent upstairs. Ooh, a hidden compartment with nothing in it. Okay. Underwhelming. Will something be there later, or will we hide something there? See, at first I thought the spider web was inside each of the cubbies and was like, that's not how spider webs work. Each spider, there's a whole family of spiders and they all wanted their own little house. Oh. I do kind of like how just, oops, that's not where, nope, nope, that's not where I wanted to go. Oh, they won't let me turn around from there. Sorry, I don't want to be here. I was gonna say, I do like how they just have those random things happening, like the door closing seemingly on its own, or seeing the shadow pass by the stained glass, or that guy saying, I can see you, and you just don't comment on it. It's just the creepy things happening. Like, they mentioned the accidents, but they did not talk about weird things like this happening. Yes. We can open this. Haha, there's a speaker here. That's where the noise is. Uh-oh.
The spirits wish to speak to you, Nancy. Tonight, I will channel their energies to deliver a message. Meet me down in the basement, if you dare. Please sit down.
We really don't have time for this.
Let us begin. We are
Yep, there's the
gathered here
turban.
tonight to contact the shades of those who have passed before us. Gaze into the crystal ball. It will answer all of our questions. What's that?
I gasped at the same time as her.
Who has called me forth from the great beyond?
We have. Are you the spirit known as Valdez?
I was once called that in the world of the living.
Are you the spirit who has caused these accidents?
I have come back searching for her, my wife. Where can she be?
The spirits have spoken. The seance is over.
We've got a busy day tomorrow, and no more time for these games, Abby. And make sure you blow out the candles on your way up. I don't want to wake up and find the house on fire.
I mean, like, take out the, you know, if we're believing there's actually a ghost. Stuff did break. Like, glass was shattered down there, and Rose just like, all right, enough of these games, go to bed. Like, yeah, I don't want this house to be set on fire. She's mentioned it being, like, burning down. Is he too spooky for me? Right, I guess maybe we'll do that. I did want to...
Nancy?
Oh, okay. Just saying our morning, Nancy. I did want to end on, because we're going to be wrapping up soon. Oh, there was a shadow that cut it off. On calling whoever we can call. I think it was Bess, Hannah, and someone else. Oh yeah, the phone is on this desk. Oh, I mean, I assume it's Hannah because we're calling our home. We'll see if we can talk to her.
residence. Hannah Groon speaking.
Hi, Hannah.
Nancy, how are you? And how's Rose?
Great. I'm really glad you had Rose invite me out here. Her house is so beautiful.
I'm so happy you're out there. But I'm worried about all the accidents she's having. There's just been so many.
What has Rose said about them?
She doesn't say much, but I know they've become worse and worse. That's one of the reasons why I asked you to visit her, to see if everything is all right.
Do you suspect there's something more to these accidents?
I don't know. Rose is under a lot of pressure to open that bed and breakfast on time, and I'm worried that it may be too much for her.
When is she planning to open it?
In a month or two. Rose spent her entire life savings on the house. If this doesn't work out, she won't have 30 more years to earn the money back. Well, I should let you get back to your renovation work. Thank you for calling. There's probably no reason for concern. But be on the lookout for anything unusual. Goodbye, dear.
Goodbye, dear. Alright, thanks, Hannah. Great talk. Let's call Bess, who we wrote the letter to at the beginning.
Hello?
Hi, Bess. It's Nancy.
Hi, Nancy. George is here. Let me put her on the speakerphone.
Nancy?
Hi, George.
Hey, what's up?
I'm in San Francisco, helping a friend of Hannah's renovate an old Victorian mansion. She wants to open up a bed and breakfast. Unfortunately, some strange accidents have delayed the project.
Uh-oh.
Well, get this. One of the owners, Abby, thinks the place is haunted by a ghost named Valdez.
A ghost? Well, I'm glad I'm not out there.
Sounds like another case is in the works.
So, tell us more about what's been going on.
Do you know anything about the house's history?
I like that Bess has that line about being glad she's not there, because I've only read the summary of the book version, but I'm pretty sure that it's Nancy, Bess, and Hannah are here. So Bess is like, I'm glad I'm not that version of me that's there. Experience it. I met the resident handyman.
I met the resident handyman, Charlie. He's pretty young, and I don't think he has much experience.
Maybe he doesn't charge very much, so he's probably a good bargain for Rose.
Or maybe he's just cute.
Bess, is that all you can think about?
No.
Rose is really lucky. This antique dealer, Lewis Chandler, is helping her out, although he doesn't know very much about the house's history.
That makes sense. If the house was built before 1906, most of its records were probably destroyed in the earthquake.
But wouldn't he know at least something about it if he's some kind of expert on old things?
I'm sure he knows a lot about old stuff, just not architecture or houses.
Abby hosted a seance and contacted the spirit who's haunting the house.
Did you actually see the ghost?
Yeah, right. I'm sure it was some kind of trick.
Abby sounds suspicious.
Yeah, maybe she's hiding something. She probably knows more about the house than she's admitting.
Probably.
I should get going. Talk to you later.
Goodbye.
We won't ask for a hint. It's too early for that. I don't know who the heck Emily is. So we're gonna call her.
This is Emily.
Hi, Emily. It's Nancy Drew.
Nancy Drew? I haven't heard from you in ages. How's Hannah in River Heights? You're not in San Francisco, are you, my dear?
Who are you? I have no idea who this is. Are we supposed to know who you are?
Actually, I am. I'm helping one of Hannah's friends, Rose Green, renovate this wonderful old Victorian mansion. She wants to open up a bed and breakfast.
Seems to be the trend these days. I'll bet you're staying in the Haight-Ashbury district.
The address is 4653 California Lane. Is that anywhere near there?
No, I think you're in the Heights. The The Haight has many Victorians that have been restored, and a lot of them have been converted into bed and breakfasts. You know, you're lucky you caught me at home. I've been traveling most of these days, but after that crazy tour of Egypt. By the way, riding a camel is not as easy as it looks. My editor gave me an assignment right here in town. It'll be on the Dragons of San Francisco.
What kind of dragons are you
Dragons
researching?
of San Francisco sounds exotic. What kind of dragons are you researching?
Chinese dragons. My editor thought this would make a great topic for a photo essay. The dragon is a very important symbol in Chinese culture.
Well, how convenient that there's so much dragon, and specifically Chinese dragon imagery around.
So it seems. My room is full of Chinese decorations.
Oh, sure. Many of the Victorians have rooms with themes, usually colors or cultures. I once spent a night in a Victorian where each room had a bird theme. Don't laugh, but I stayed in the nuthatch room.
I guess that beats the turkey room. I don't know that. I like turkeys.
Well, I guess that beats the turkey room. Are there a lot of Victorian mansions here in San Francisco?
After the gold rush, San Francisco had a building boom, but most of the great Victorian mansions weren't built until the late 1800s. Nowadays, it's very popular to convert them into bed and breakfasts.
Were many of these mansions destroyed by earthquakes?
Oh, yes. Many of the early Victorians were destroyed in the fires after the Great Earthquake in 1906. It's often quite difficult to find out about a house's history before that time. Oh dear, am I talking too much? I get so distracted at times I tend to get carried away a bit. So how are you, Nancy? Why did you call? Is there anything I can help you out with?
Oh my god, so much to ask about. Okay, so she gets referenced in the other games. Apparently. Alright. She's just a friend. It's just funny that there's no mention of her before you just see her number listed. Who happens to know, yeah, who happens to be from here, from San Francisco, and knows about, and is doing research currently about the stuff that'll help us out. I guess we'll just go down the list.
Tell me about the Chinese writing system? I seem to come across a lot of Chinese symbols.
Oh, it doesn't surprise me. The Chinese have been an important part of San Francisco history for over 100 years. The symbols are called Hanzi, and each one represents a particular thing, or an idea, or an action. You find them all over on business cards, takeout cartons, artwork.
I found some old papers in the house, plus a page from a phone directory dated 1894.
Oh, that sounds valuable. It's hard to find old documents like that before 1906.
Have you heard of an antique dealer named Louis Chandler?
Nope, never heard of him.
Okay.
Have you heard of an actress, Lizzie Applegate?
Oh, sure. She was a good friend of Lotta Crabtree, another popular actress in the late 1800s. As I recall, she opened up a big hotel. What was it called? The Hotel Mandrake or the Oriental? I forget.
Oh.
Was it in this neighborhood? Is it still around?
Oh no, this one was downtown. It was very big, but I think it burned down.
Do you know anything about Valdez?
I don't think so.
I should get going. Goodbye, Emily.
I hope we'll talk soon.
I'm sure we will. As I find out more things and need more help. But I think with that, we'll leave it here for now. I'm gonna write down a note for myself to do the puzzle off stream. And with the full screen. gonna underline it a lot so it doesn't blend in with the other things I've written down and I remember to look at it. Alright, so I'm gonna do that off stream, but I'll just, you know, leave it there and won't talk to Rose about it so we can see that on stream. And we'll continue from there, do some more investigating, talk to people. We've done like a once around with everyone and we've looked at most of the spaces. I'm not going to say we've looked everywhere because I don't feel 100% confident in that. But yeah, we've gotten the lay of the land. We've already seen and heard a lot of weird things. I'm suspicious of Abby, since that letter talked about her talking about gold, and there's that thing on our room that mentions like all the puzzles and like it'll lead you to gold or something like that. So I wouldn't be surprised with that. And just her stuff in her room talking about, you know, doing these things. What was it? It was something like for business. I think at the very least she wants to play up that it's haunted here to like bring in business that way. Be like, stay at the haunted bed and breakfast. But if she's doing that, then she wouldn't want to be causing accidents to delay the opening of it. And then Rose has mentioned several times now, making some comment about the place burning down, and we found right away that a letter from the insurance company. Yeah. I see in chat such a Scooby-Doo motivation, gold under the mansion. Yeah, there's gold somewhere on the property. And then in the chat, that inlay puzzle is as haunting as the spirit causing the accidents, honestly. Yeah. I mean, I don't see what Charlie would have to gain right now by, like, not doing his job well. Like, at least on purpose. You know, it could just be that he's not doing his job well and things are going wrong and he's not trying to do that, but he's just young and inexperienced but doesn't want to own up to it because he needs the work and the money, especially if he's charging, like, cheap rates. And who's the last guy? Lewis, who wouldn't tell us what he's looking for, basically. And I don't really know what he's doing. Like, he's going through the stuff to do what? Appraise it, possibly buy and then sell it. I'm not really sure. Rose just talked about, or no, he just talked about, like, helping with the renovations. But he's also, like, looking through stuff in the library, but wouldn't say what he was looking for. But we found, you know, a couple papers, and Emily just said that they were valuable. So, yeah, that's kind of where we are now. Oh, yeah, we had the seance, and there's totally a ghost here. I so believe all of that. I noticed during it, because at first I thought, like, when we first saw this scene, from the perspective we were seeing, I thought it was, like, from Nancy's perspective, like, she was coming downstairs. So I was like, who's that other person at the table? Because there's 3 people sitting there, but I realized it was just, you know, a different view, and it's supposed to be Nancy's there, but she's just shrouded in darkness, because that's just the, what they always do. You never get a clear look at Nancy. There's no set official look for her, so that was funny. Anyways, thank you for joining me. Let me actually save here so I don't forget. Oh wait, oh, damn it. I don't need to click that. I can just click save. Okay. I'll end here on this music. Yeah, it was kind of hard to see her in there because Rose was a bit shrouded in darkness too. But it was the three of them down there doing their totally real seance. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me. We'll be back next week to continue on. Who knows? These games can be short, depending on the puzzle. Maybe we finish next time. I don't know. We'll see. Let me switch over to here. All right. I'm realizing, I think I had this realization before, but if it lasts more than just next stream, then we might finish the game the day before Halloween, and that would be fun. I won't intentionally try to make it go on for 3 streams if it doesn't work out that way, but we'll see. Anyways, yeah, good night. Have a good rest of your night. Have a good weekend as we're coming upon it, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.